Hello and welcome everyone. Topic for today will be conventional scanning process versus twin tray. As always, Tobias will be available for you, and if you have any comments, just leave them or write them down below and he's going to answer them as soon as possible. So, let me switch to the next page. So first of all, I want to tell you something about the conventional scanning process. You can see it right there. I think this is, you know all about this. I don't have to explain a lot. So we are starting with the upper jaw, and you can use for the presentation or the segmentation the multi-die adapter, for example, or you can perform a second die scan. The same you have to do also for the lower jaw. First of all, you perform a global scan, and afterwards you're using the multi-die or the second die presentation. And the last scanning step is, of course, the vestibular scan. You can therefore use the scan mode, two models in occlusion, only one stone model, or scan it in an articulator, and different kind of articulators are available. So this is the conventional way of scanning. You're used to do this since several years. But we also have the twin tray way. So basically there you only have to perform two scan steps. You first start with the vestibular scan, and afterwards you're doing the segmentation all in one, so to say. And therefore we are using these kind of little twin tray models, and you also need the all-in-one plate you have right there, and in addition to that we have our little 4-teeth bar in order to realize the scanning process. What are the product advantages? Of course, you saved a lot of time, and the model fabrication is a lot more easier. You have the possibility to increase your production, and the scanning process is a lot faster. So before we start with the scanning, I want to first explain you how you are going to produce these kind of models right here, for those of you who haven't done it already. So the first step is, as always, you're doing with this impression. You have to clean and disinfect them, and of course also cut off unimportant areas, so that the device, the scanner, is able to reach also undercuts, and you have to have good prepared impressions in order to receive a good result afterwards. The second step is to pour out the stump side, and then the next step is to fill the tray also with plaster. And afterwards I'm going to move my little my webcam right there. You have to position the impression, and you have to take care that the bite plane is parallel to the tray. That is very important. And you have to be careful. The grip of the tray should not be on the side where the hinge is. That's also important. Okay, I'm moving my webcam window again. So afterwards, of course, you have to pour the counterbite, place the plastic hinge right there on the tray, and afterwards, after it's poured out, position it inside the little articulator, so to say. Now you have to wait until the plaster has set, and then you're starting with the demodeling. And last but not least, also clear for all of you, you have to cut your models and start with the preparation. And after you have done this, you can start with the scanning. Therefore, I'm going to open the Dental DB. I'm going to close the presentation for a moment. So, and we are selecting our client, name of patient, and the technician. And then we are going to select the teeth. I'm going for 2.5. Material doesn't matter for us. And you have to select an antagonist right there. Okay. And now, you all know how to use the the shift function in order to mark another teeth and the control mode, but it's also possible to use the drag and drop function, so you can mark different teeth like this. This is a small hint I want to present you, because I know some of you might not know this, but you can also use this in order to delete a tooth. So if you selected these two and you don't have to go into it and clear it, you can just drag an empty tooth and do it like this. So next step is to select the right scan mode. Here it is very important that you choose 2 stone models in occlusion. If you select 1 stone model only, or articulator A or S or whatever, it won't work in the dental scan because you have to select the twin tray mode. So scan mode, 2 stone models in occlusion, select the stump and an antagonist, and I'm going to save the project. And next step is to start the scanning. So for that, I'm taking my all-in-one plate. You see I have the putter fix on the left and on the right. And I have the twin tray model. So this is next to me. For the scan mode, I'm now selecting twin tray. Texture, I leave it disabled, and also the HR scan mode is enabled. I'm going to start. Now you have to place the complete model on the all-in-one plate, and it's very important that you have to place it at first completely in the middle, and secondly it's important that so this is the way you are going to put it inside the device, and you have to be careful that you are not looking at the vestibular side. So the vestibular side should always point in the device. So I'm going to place it inside. You can also use a rubber band or silicone in order to fix upper and lower jaw together if the plastic part is moving a bit, but for demonstration it's not necessary. Keep the texture scan disabled, and I'm starting the scan process. As you can see, this scanning process is guided. You always have to start with the vestibular scan, and afterwards you will perform the global scan together with the separation mode on the universal plate. Okay, let's wait a couple of more seconds. So the scanning process is already finished. You can now use, of course, the continue button to proceed, or you can double check if some areas are missing, but this is looking quite good. So I'm going to proceed. And now you have to place the 4 teeth bar on the adapter, and you see on the back side we have 2 little magnets, and on the universal plate there are 2 magnets as well, and I'm just going to place it on, so it's looking like this. Now I'm taking my model, take the stump out, put it in the middle of the bar, and I have to make 2 parts out of it. And here it is important that the hinge, so the connection part, is pointing at your direction. I will show it right away. So I'm going to place it on the all-in-one plate, and you see it's looking like this. And it doesn't matter if you place the upper jaw on the left or on the right side, because our algorithm is able to handle it, and you don't have to be careful on that part. So I'm putting the complete model inside the device. I set the correct height. I'm also going to check it from different perspectives, and I'm going to start the scanning. Okay, we are using a quite extended scan strategy, so if you are having more than 1 stump, you will capture every area of the model. That's no problem. we just have to wait a few more seconds. Yeah, by the way, every of you who is using a vinyl can order the 4-teeth bar if you do not already have it. And there's no activation code for this needed. You just need to have the little adapter, and yeah, afterwards you can start scanning twin ray models. Should be finished already. I'm going to take the adapter out. It's just loading the last PCMs inside the viewer. I'm going to remove everything. Now you have the possibility to check if some areas are missing, but this is looking very, very good. Of course, you can use the rescan function, but it's not needed since there are no holes. And I'm using the continue button to start the registration of the model and the vestibular part. Okay, so, oh, sorry. Okay, there you can see it. You can move it during the registration, of course. That's no problem. And you don't have to use a single point alignment. This is completely done via the software, so there's no interaction needed from your end. So it's very easy. And now you can already see it. Okay, now it's done. Of course, you have the possibility to verify the result. And if for some reason you're not happy with it, you can just double click on the stump, of course, as Tobias showed you in one of his webinars previously, and just align it once again with the 1 point. But of course, this is not needed. This is just if you want to verify it on your own and check it again. Normally, you just continue and there's no interaction needed. Okay, now it's applying the registration again and starting the matching process. But I also want to show you something else in the meantime. So you have to take care of, of course, the universal plate. And if you are using twin tray models, you have a lot of twin tray cases, it makes sense to leave this area completely free and don't put some putterfix on it in order to have place for the 4-teeth bar, and you don't have to remove all the time the putterfix in order to place the bar on it. Second thing which is important for the vestibular scan, to place it in the middle of the plate and make sure that the vestibular side is pointing in the scanner direction, so to say. What else is important? Let me move this. How to place the 4-teeth bar on the adapter. You can see it in the picture on the right upper side. You can use the 2 magnets. And the last picture is showing you how the twin tray models are positioned on the adapter, as I showed you before. And I just want to mention it's not important to place the upper jaw on the left or on the right. You can do it however you want. Just make sure that these plastic connections are pointing in your direction. So let us have a look if the matching is finished. Yeah, that's looking quite good. I'm used the cutting features in order to make the model a bit more smaller. It's looking very good. And I'm going to finish the work. So you see only 2 steps, very fast, very easy. Now we are just waiting on its closing and open the design software. I want to show you how it's looking in the Exocad. It's loading, and as you can see, there's no difference to normal scanning when you scan 2 models in occlusion. So yeah, that's how it looks like. Okay, that's it from the twin tray scanning. Very fast and easy, and that's it for today. Tobias will be there on Monday for you, and he's going to show you how to scan triple tray models. And he is, of course, designing something for you in the Exocad version. I will be there next Thursday together with Merz Dental, and we are going to show you the complete Baltic denture workflow, which is also quite interesting. So thank you very much for listening. Leave your feedback in the comments, and I hope to see you all next week. Goodbye.